All right, so next on the priority list is this exhaust. So it's really loud and obnoxious. There's a nasty drone inside the car, and when you're driving down the street, like you can hear it coming a mile away, and not even like in a fun sounding way, just in an obnoxious loud drone. Let's get to it. So first thing we have here is a resonator. I just got this on Amazon. I believe it's from Vibrant. All right, so we got the resonator here. It's gonna be a little bit wider than the pipe right now. So what I need to do is get under here and basically figure out whereabouts I wanna line it up. So there's a few things I'm looking for under here. I'd really like to be able to get rid of these nasty welds on the side here just to make the pipe look a little cleaner, but I have to make sure it will fit. So you can see there's looks like different diameter pipes and it's kind of a mess. But my hope is putting it right here. So here is the pipe up close, and plan B is already in effect because I can't replace the pipe right there because of the handle, or because of the mount for the exhaust. I can't cut this part out. You can see it would be just right up against that, which is going to be really tough to try to clamp down. And then over here it would be just not enough. So we're going to go over here where it'll be a little bit easier, have a little bit more room. Eventually I'll get all of this replaced, but right now it's just not the top priority. And this is just a pipe cutter I got from Harbor Freight. It would be nice if I had a bench vise, but I don't have that right now, so we're just gonna crank this thing by hand. And so now you can see I got this side fitted right over here. Other side's cut and fitted as well. But to make sure it's the right length, I'm just gonna pull these out and mark them so I don't have the pipes pushed in too far before I put the clamps down. And so one of the main things here, getting this muffler back down, is making sure it's not sitting on the frame rail right here. If I twist it just a little bit, it'll be up high enough that it's not going to rest on that, and it's not going to hit the underside of the, I think that's like the rear seat well or something like that. And I just noticed here there's a little bit of weld hanging over the edge. The V-band clamp doesn't want to tighten down very well on that. It was like that earlier, so that could have been part of the reason why the car was a little loud. There's a little bit on the other side of the pipe too, so I'm just going to take a Dremel and just see if I can cut that down here real quick. So I think the easiest thing here is going to be to get this pipe kind of twisted to where about I want it to be, to get it tightened down to where I want it to be, and then use this clamp here to kind of lock it into place. And then that, along with the support for the exhaust, should keep it in place, hopefully. I'm realizing now just how dumb this looks underneath because there's just so many clamps. That's all right. It's going to get redone eventually. I just want something to be able to drive around and not be obnoxious with. So we'll take care of that later. Let's go ahead and see how it sounds. So it might sound a little different. I don't notice a whole lot of difference, but maybe there's a little less droniness, but honestly it doesn't sound too different. So got a Borla muffler. Now, before we install the muffler, I did go ahead and just use my Apple Watch to kind of see what the decibel level was. All in all, this is basically the same thing we just did, so I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. And just like we did earlier, just want to make sure we get everything clamped down so that the exhaust pipe isn't sitting on the frame rail here. I'm gonna get a clamp so I can put this back up on the clamp the way it's supposed to be, but for now, you can see I'm using some metal wire. Gotta do what you gotta do. Honestly say I hear a difference. I think it sounds a little deeper and it has a nice little like raspy kind of poppiness to it. And I think it's time to go take it out on a test drive. If only it were that easy. Just got done taking a test drive with my daughter. I drove around for about 10 minutes and the exhaust sounds great. When you're not flooring it, it's not terribly loud. And when you really get on it, it sounds a lot better. So that's exciting news. However, we have a problem. There's literally oil everywhere. It's all over the axle. It's all coming down the transmission side of the engine. I've changed oil before. I've changed oil pans before, so I'm not really sure what's going on. I mean, it's like dripping down here. So I guess we know what our next adventure will be. Till next time.